And it's your boy DZ. You already know it's not about the setback, it's about the get back. Hey man, today we're going to talk a little bit about the system. And we already know the system is unfair. The prosecutors, the state, they'll know a person is innocent. You hear me? They will know a person is innocent of a crime. But their job title and their job position doesn't allow them to be fair. They have one goal and one goal only. It's to get convictions. Their goal is not to, if you're innocent, let it be known you're innocent. Their goal is only to get convictions. They don't care if it destroys your life. They don't care if it destroys your family. They don't care about any of that. All they care about is convictions. And it's real messed up that we as the people, being as though we don't have knowledge of their game, we have to play their game at an unfair advantage. And this is because we don't have knowledge. And they continue to treat us as if, because they know we don't have knowledge. It's very unfair to us as the people, but this is something that nobody's talking about. This is something that nobody is addressing. The justice system takes advantage of us, knowing that we don't have a degree in law, which is not fair. When you're in court and the case is about you, you're not even allowed to speak. You have to trust the judgment of other people that have no ties to you, have no relation to you. It means them nothing, and you have to trust these other people to deliver the message about you to try to prove your innocence. And let's be honest, lawyers, all of them, defense, prosecution, and the judge, they all go to the school for the same exact thing. They just have different positions. They all go to law school. They're all friends. And I came to realize, why would they go against their so-called friends and buddies because you have a case? This is not talked about often. These people go to lunch together. These people go on vacations together. These people have private conversations in their life before you had this case. They have personal relationships. And when you're in a situation, you expect these people to be fair. But in all actuality, they have their own relationship before you. But you expect them to treat you fairly, to be honest. And from my experiences, I understand that these people have an agenda just to do what they want to do. It's okay for them to convince you to take a plea if you're not guilty just to get the case solved. It's okay for you to just plead guilty, knowing you're not guilty, just to get the case over. This is crazy that they're allowed to continue to operate in this fashion, knowing that majority of the world are laymen to the law. They don't understand the law. You understand that? It's unfair to the American people that a system has been put in place to control our laws, but the people that it affects has no say-so when they're in that position. You understand what I'm saying? It's like you can be put in a situation and be innocent, right? But if they have an agenda to find you guilty, you being innocent doesn't matter to them. All they worry about is the numbers. Who gets the most convictions? Do we understand that? Maybe not. We should be more concerned with us being treated unfairly than a lot of other things, man. You can get a traffic ticket and they'll treat you unfairly. They just think that because they go to school for something, right? Because they know something that you haven't went to school for, that they have the ability to take advantage of you. They have the ability to treat you any way. And I want to let you know something, right? When you hire an attorney, you're no longer allowed to speak for yourself. You have to allow the attorney to say everything, even if you know this attorney is wrong for what they're doing. You can't speak. If you try to file paperwork, they will not let you speak. You have to fire counsel before you're able to talk. But these people talk amongst each other every day, all day. We really got to pay attention to that. They talk amongst each other every day. They go out to lunch, dinner, email, but your life is on the line, and they somehow convince us that this representation is the only one that can speak for you. The design of our legal system and our court system is totally out of control. It's unfair. It's never been fair. And we have to be real. It's ran by majority of white people. Let's be real. The courts, the justice, the law is ran by majority white people, man. These people don't have no love for you. It's a job they're doing. And we have to put our trust, because these people went to school for this, in them, and they really don't even like you. They really don't even care for you. You're not allowed to defend yourself. You're not allowed to speak for yourself. You have to let these people speak for you. We all know that humans will do spiteful things. How is it that these people go to lunch every day? These people hang out with each other every day. And I'm not allowed to speak for myself, but they are the only ones allowed to speak amongst each other. And they understand that we don't know the law. So when certain things happen and they do certain things, they understand that we don't know how to challenge it. So they're going to continue to do this to us because it's not being addressed inside of that system. We are on the outside of the system, and if we get into a situation, we have to go through the process, and they understand that they have all the leverage because the system was designed to benefit them. It wasn't designed to protect victims. It wasn't designed to protect your rights. It was designed to benefit the people that try to enforce it. Even if they're right, if they're wrong, it doesn't matter unless it's put on a public scale of something they did wrong. But just them being right or wrong, it doesn't matter. It's designed to benefit them. And we have to pay attention to that, man. Our people are going to be taken advantage of with the system forever. It's never going to change. Now, and I want to say that. The design of the system is never going to change unless we get a president that wants to address these issues, that wants to make sure that these things get stopped. Anybody that has been through the court system understands that you are treated unfairly. We all deserve a due process now. Every one of us deserve a due process, man. But if they feel you don't have any idea or you don't know anything about the law, they take advantage of you, man. And it's not fair to the people, man, that they continue to do this to us. Whether you're right or wrong in a situation, you deserve a fair, due process, man. And this is something that they neglect us of. And I don't think it's addressed properly. I don't think that us as the people are standing on anything. We're not coming together to make it be known that we see the flaws in this system. We're just accepting it. The only time we want to come together is when the police do something to your family member. But you have to understand that we need to come together for this process that they're taking advantage against us on. This is something that we need to come together. We accept this. And because we accept it, they're not going to change it, man. It's so many people that are locked up in jail that are innocent, that haven't committed the crime that they're saying. They're locked up because someone could have lied on them, mistaken identity. But the prosecutors don't care to rectify that situation because their job is to get convictions. We need to understand that. They're not your friends. Once they destroy a household, they continue to go back to their household. Your household is destroyed. I just feel that it's totally unfair that they feel because they go to school for law and all of the rest of the world that hasn't went to school for law is beneath them. They're able to treat you any type of way. And it's like we just bow down to these people of how they treat us. And what's really crazy is the people that are treating us this way, they can be treated the same exact way if everyone turns against them. But they continue to hold this mentality against the people like we're not supposed to speak up on it. If you ever been in a situation where you went to traffic court, you already know they're going to say you're guilty. So why do we have this process if we don't never get a fair shot at it? Nobody's talking about that. How do we have a process where the person that initiated the situation and the person that decides on the situation are in the same entity? They work for the state. Why isn't this being addressed? It should be a fair proceeding for every situation involving law enforcement, but it's not. They continue to do us any way they want, and we just got to be okay with it. And when you get in a situation, you go hire an attorney that are friends with the people that are trying to prosecute you. And you know what they say? They say, when court starts, we're no longer friends. This is what they'll tell their clients. When court starts, we're enemies. But when court ends, they're friends. This is letting us know that we are the game. How are you going to represent me against somebody that you have a personal relationship with, right? And you don't even know me. You don't know me from anywhere. You don't have any allegiance to me. You don't have anything that guarantees me that you care about me. But you have a personal relationship with the person that's trying to take my life and take my freedom. And I'm supposed to put that to the side and say, okay, you got a law degree. I just have to base that on that. I have to hope everything works out because you have a law degree. When after the case is over, they might go out and have a drink and talk about it, laugh over it. But the whole time, you were stressing about your life being on the line. This is the design of the system, man. And people don't want to address it. People are okay with the way the system treats us until they're in that situation. Nobody wants to talk about it ahead of time. Nobody wants to make sure that things get addressed and that these things don't continue to happen to us. They just okay with it until somebody in their family or them is dealing with the situation, man. The design is designed to benefit them, man. And I'm just putting it in the air, man. I'm putting it in the air. I'm about to drop a video about me going to trial, them knowing that I wasn't guilty, them knowing that I didn't commit the crime, but they had an agenda. And the agenda was just to get a conviction. It wasn't about if I was innocent or if I was guilty. It was to get the conviction. And it's so many people that are living through these different situations and they can't get out of them. This is our system, man. And I understand that it's billions of people in the world, right? But if we know the system's flawed, why are we not correcting it? Why are we not addressing it? Why do we allow it to operate the way it does? And only time they want to address it is when someone does something that extreme where the world puts a microscope on it. It's not fair to us, man. They continue to do this stuff to us, and I really think that it will never change, and that's in my mind. I think that this is going to continue to happen, but to be aware, if you're ever in a situation and you have to hire an attorney, you want to make sure that you put a motion in to also represent yourself and have counsel assist you. You don't want to just say, I'm going to leave it to the attorney, because then you subject yourself to getting whatever they want to do with you and you're not allowed to speak. That's bad. If I'm in a situation, how did the law come up with that? And I wish someone could tell me that. How did the law come about whereas the person that's on trial has no room to speak, but the attorney has all the room to speak for you, and they might be throwing you under the bus. They might not have your best interest. And I'm going to be exposing attorneys too. I'm putting that information out there, man. I'm exposing attorneys that I know personally that had no concern with representing their client. Their concern was more to the prosecution. We have to be mindful, man. These people go to school for the same thing. Why would they want to go against their fellow buddies, man? Let's be real. They all go to school for law. Why are they going to go against their friends for you? You don't understand this unless you've been in those type of situations, but it's their game, man. And they're using us as the pieces. They don't care what happens, what your outcome is with your situation. They don't care. All they care about is the conviction, man. It's sad, but we got to understand it, man. It's a part of the journey, man. And I'm going to be telling my story real shortly. And I'm going to put my story out there, man, so that people can see the type of games that's being played amongst us, man. It's crazy, man. When you hire an attorney, right, they automatically expect you to be taking a plea deal. The attorney doesn't expect you to go to trial, man. I want to really tell people that. When you get an attorney and you do that initial consultation and you sit down with a lawyer and you want to tell them about your situation, they want to hear you. They want to comfort you. This is their initial. They comfort you, get you buttered up, thinking that, okay, they heard me. They ready to go to war for me, right? After you make that payment and you retain the attorney, when you get to that initial first court date and you've paid, this is when you get to really see who you hire. And I want to tell you that You don't know who you hired until you give them the money and you got to the court date. Because they're going to tell you everything they want you to hear when you hire them. Yes. Yes, I'll be there for you. Yes, we're going to go to trial. Yes, I'll get this done. But after that, that's when you see who they really are. Most of the time, when you don't agree to take a plea bargain that the attorney is bringing you, that the state offered them, most of the time the attorney will get upset at you and tell you why you should take this plea offer. I don't think you have a chance. You should take this plea. This is your life, right? They're not even looking at what the officer, what the state might have done wrong to get this dismissed. They're looking at how we can solve this case now. For the prosecution now, they don't care if you beat it or not. Their goal is to get you to plead guilty. Let's be real. And it's a lot of people, you know, and it's a lot of celebrities. And I want to say that. The celebrities get to telling people about how a lawyer did this for them, how a lawyer is going to beat the case. And we got to understand that you don't have that kind of money. You don't have that kind of money to make the lawyer want to put that extra work in. Most of the time, the lawyer is just trying to get the case solved, get it over with, because they see you're going to take the plea. That's most of the time. You show the signs that I want to get it over. I'm nervous. When a lot of times you have the case beat already. They'll scare you into taking the plea. Quick, take this plea. You got to take this plea. You need this plea. This is your best offer, right? In all actuality, the state didn't have a case. And that goes back to telling you that the prosecutor and your attorney, they have personal relationships beyond you. They have a world within inside of their world. And us don't understand that. So when we go hire an attorney, somebody you might think is the best lawyer, you wonder why you get disappointed. Because their relationship with their buddy is more important than the relationship with you. Because they don't have a relationship with you. It's a financial business, right? And if you already paid the attorney, I really don't owe you anything but to show up. Think about this, man. When you paid an attorney, they're going to try to get you to plead quick. And especially if they see you don't care about yourself the way that they supposed to. You hear me? I said that right. If they see that you don't care about yourself, of course, they're going to do whatever they want because they feel you have no knowledge of the law. And that's the game that people ain't ready for. They feel like you don't have no knowledge of the law. I can say whatever to you. I can do whatever, right? But I'm only going to do it to a certain extent so that it doesn't look as bad by me doing it this way. If I do it directly, then it's going to send an alert off. It's going to cause an issue. So they do things behind your back, right? With the other party. And then come to you as if they didn't. No, I would never do that. I've had attorneys telling me they couldn't give me my paperwork. And legally, my constitutional right says you have to provide me with my discovery. I have the right to affront my accusers and to see the evidence against me. But These attorneys will tell you that you don't have a right to see the evidence against you. I really want y'all to understand this, man. This is our legal system, and everybody is subjected to going through the legal system at some point in your life. You don't know when, you are subjected. But they play these type of games with us because they feel that we can't comprehend the law. I want to be real with this, man. It's not fair to us, but they continue to do this because they feel that we have no knowledge of the law. It's not fair though, man. I think about it like this. Why would you want to go be an attorney, right? And this is as a black man. Why would you want to go be an attorney when you already know the law, the legal field is filled with majority of white people, right? And when you get inside that system as an attorney, if you don't cooperate and go with their program, you're just another black guy now. Your law degree means nothing. And I'm sure the lead attorney on YouTube would tell people, honestly, when you are a black attorney, you are just another black man because their program is set up a certain way. Now, if you follow the program, then that's a different story. But if you don't play the game by the rules that they set up, you're just another black man. And we have to be honest with that. In that court system proceedings, they do whatever they want with us, man. Whatever. Without any care, any leniency, anything. They want you to bow down to make sure you understand that I am superior to you. Our system now. But we're totally treated unfairly in them situations, man. We got to be real. We got to pay attention to this, man, you know, and I'm definitely going to be dropping my story, and I got more stories that I'm going to be dropping about the system, things I've been through. It's designed to benefit them, man. It's not designed to benefit you at all. It's not designed for you to be treated fairly. And we all think that we're supposed to be treated fairly in the system. But that's not the design. That's the lie. It's about numbers, man. And the same people, though, this is what puzzles me too with people. The same people that are dishing that kind of heat to the world, they can get turned on too. But they've been convinced and influenced because it's a position of power. Having the degree and being labeled as an attorney is a position of power. So when you get a position of power, you're thinking that you're over top of people. And that's why people get to treating people the way they do. The design, man. It's designed to benefit them. And I'm going to be real with it, man. I got a lot of information I'm going to be getting out. I'm going to be talking about my situation, letting people know, right? the games they play, how we're treated. The system is supposed to be fair, it's supposed to have a due process. But the people that don't know, they take advantage of you all the time because they understand you don't know. You're not going to challenge anything. You're going to allow them to do whatever they want to you. And I sit back and just think about all the things I've been through, the times that I've been dealing with the system. And every time it's been unfair. The process, the people, it's been unfair, man. We hire these people to represent you, but they really don't want to represent you. Let's think about that. You hire these people to represent you, and they really don't even want to represent you, man. They only represent you because they have to. That's why a lot of people get coerced into taking pleas for things that they didn't do. And that's happening all over the country. It's a lot of people that get out there and say, oh, I'm guilty, and plead guilty to something, knowing that they didn't even do it. And if the prosecutors know that somebody didn't do something, they don't just say, all right, well, I know this person didn't do it. They're looking at that I'm about to get a conviction. Why would I not press this case when it's going to shoot my numbers up? That is the concern of prosecutors, man. They're concerned about how many convictions they can get, not if you're not guilty. Because when you become charged with a charge and you're in front of the prosecution, the state, they don't care. You're guilty already. This is a case that I need to get. This is a stripe that I need to get. We really got to pay attention to this, man, and try to stay out of situations. It's very important, man. Try to stay out of situations. And most of the time, the situations that you get in, they come from other people. It comes from dealing with other people. The world has understood that your friends, the people around you, are the people that they need to turn to when they want to go against you. I want y'all to pay attention to that. Your friends, the people around you, are the people that they turn to when they want to go against you. With no consideration. If it destroys anything, if they're lying, they're just going in that direction because it's more believable and it's easy to verify if somebody around you says a lie, if somebody around you says something about you. Do we pay attention to that? Do we pay attention to how they use the people against you to make things up on you? How they use the people against you to build whatever they're trying to build against you. It's not nobody you don't know. It's always somebody you know. Every time. Because the people around you sound more credible. The people around you are more beneficial to make it look as if what they're trying to paint. We got to pay attention to that, man. The design, man. But yeah, man, that's how I was feeling today. I was thinking about the system, and I'm definitely gonna be ready to drop this video about the situation, and I'm going to drop this video real soon, man. Because everybody that knows me, I want them to go and check the video so they can see exactly what happened. It's a lot of people that know me that I never even talked about the story with. Matter of fact, I've never talked about the story to anybody. This is going to be the first untold story. My people, though, man, we got to be mindful, man. We got to try to stay focused. It's hard to stay focused in life, but we got to try to stay focused, man, and stay out of harm's way. The best way possible, man. My people. It's a lot of games, man, that we got to deal with. Us as the people, man. We lie to a lot all the time. I want to tell y'all that, man. They lied to us all the time, man. The games. The games, man, I tell you. Let me see here. Hold up. I'm trying to see something, man. Games, man. Yeah, the games, man. Man, the games. Hold up. Hey, hold up. Trying to get my charger right. Hold up. Yeah. Trying to get my charger right, man. As I sit here and think. That's your boy DZ, man. Y'all already know. I'm working on something. I'm putting that information out there. And it's coming real soon. The system is designed for them to handle you any way they want, man. And we gotta figure out how to put a stop to it, man. Us as the people, man. Us as the people have to figure out how to put a stop to this shit, man. How? How we keep allowing the system to handle us any type of way. Let's be real, man. And we allow these people to convince us to sit on these trials as a jury and be manipulated, man. The games, man. But I came to y'all today. I was thinking about that, and I wanted to talk about the justice system and how we're unfairly treated. Make sure y'all leave a comment, hit that subscribe button, man, hit that like button. It's your boy DZ, man. It's not about the setback, it's about the get back. Nah.